This is an unprecedented moment for Israel. Again, we have been reporting here on the ground for nearly 7 years. We have seen rocket attacks from Hamas and Islamic Jihad in Gaza, precision-guided missiles coming from Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, ballistic missiles from the Houthis in Yemen, Iran-backed Iraqi and Syrian Shia militias launching drones and missiles at this country. What we are seeing today, Israel has never faced. And Israeli officials tell us they are fighting for their survival.
Trey,
Guys, back to you.
Trey, you mentioned that there's an emphasis on taking out the energy infrastructure. You mentioned many of the sites that they hit. This morning I read that there was an oil field that was hit, but that oil field is co-owned by Iran and Qatar. What kind of worries are there, or anything you can see as far as the possibility that this now could expand?
This is a really great question, and I also have some reporting on this. And I just want to think through our sourcing on this. This was someone, an official familiar with this oil field and this gas field. You raise an important point. This is a shared gas field. It's the largest field in the world. And on the Iranian side, it starts near to the city of Bandar Abbas in the south. But it goes over, and the Qataris and the Americans are invested in the other side of the gas field. And I spoke with a source who described the Israeli strike against that as a dangerous escalation, because there is concern that if ultimately that gas field is targeted and the Iranians start to respond in the region, that American interests and assets could be hit or affected. And it could lead to an increase in energy prices. It could lead to American forces or embassies in the region coming under attack. And so there are certainly officials in this part of the world that are concerned about the location of these strikes. But the bottom line here is that the Israelis understand the next step up on the escalation ladder for them is going after the energy infrastructure in Iran, the very infrastructure that the regime uses to fund their ballistic missile program that they then use to fire at Israeli cities like the one that we're in central Israel, and hit buildings like the one behind me. And so it's all connected. And the region is watching very closely to see what comes next. The question here is, will there be a point that the Iranians throw in the towel and say, look, they're not going to win because the Israelis have that American support, and if it continues to be this bad, the Israelis are going to continue looking to the United States for help. We don't know what comes next. All we know is that according to Israeli officials, this country is bracing for days of intense ballistic missile barrages. We have seen 6 barrages so far, more than 200 missiles streaming through the skies of this country. Last night, as they were targeting the northern city of Haifa, we stood on a balcony and we could see as they were slipping past missile defense systems, others being intercepted in the skies above. And then just about 30 minutes later, another barrage targeting the center part of Israel, one of those missiles slipping past the Arrow defense system and the Patriot system that is also deployed in this country and slamming into this building, killing at least one child, killing civilians that were here asleep in their beds. Some of them rushed to bomb shelters. Others couldn't make it in time. And the aftermath, guys, you see is behind me as these crews are picking up brick by brick, debris by debris, concrete block by concrete block, hoping for a miracle here in the center part of Israel, understanding that there still could be survivors. The father of that man, Ofek, that we talked to earlier, still trapped under the rubble, and they are hoping for a miracle. Guys, back to you.
Trey, I want to go back real quick. You said you were speaking to an official, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I'm going to try